Hello and welcome to another episode of the 12 Labors of Romules Luxis edition. Today we're going to go into the Luxis and we're going to make some picks on who's going to win, and we're going to bet some coins. And hopefully we'll end up a little bit richer than we were when we started today. Alrighty, so I guess step one is we'll go into the arena. And once we're in the arena, we'll click on the Luxis. At Luxis number 37. That's where we're at, and we'll click our little wager screen. And now we're going to go over the matches and see what's going on. So, for the first match, it's Jervis versus Donald Duck. Now, best way to bet is to click on this little icon here and look how the teams are facing one another. You can clearly see that Donald Duck's best team is going up against Jervis's best team, and his second best teams are lined up. So we have Team 2 matching Team 2, Team 1 matching Team 1, and Team 3 matching Team 3. In this scenario, I'm going to have to go and bet on Donald Duck because he does have a bigger account, and he's coming off a hot win versus Quinn. The second match we have is Bifidus versus Mythlord. Now, normally I would just pick Mythlord, I would just pick Ivy, I would just pick Dorkanel, I would just pick Zix, but let's not do that today. Let's actually break down why or how you pick when the players are close in size. Alright, in this match you can see the first fight is Bifidus' Team 1 versus Mythlord's Team 3. That should be a win for Bifidus if these accounts were similar in size, but Mythlord is a much bigger player and will probably get a clean sweep here. No disrespect to Biff, but Mythlord is a stacked account. And then the second round here, you see Mythlord's number 1 team is taking on Bifidus' third. So in a normal matchup, it would all come down to this match right here. This Team 2 versus Team 2. Going to give the edge again to the bigger player. Here, Mythlord should have this in the bag. No questions asked. The next fight is Asylum Blue versus Ivy. We'll open it up. We'll see how the teams are looking. Ivy's Team 1 on the bottom here is fighting Asylum Blue's Team 2. That's a good sign for Ivy. Also, as you can see, Blues in the second match here, Blue's Team 1 is fighting Ivy's Team 3. Whenever you see that, that's a bad sign. And on top, you see Ivy's Team 2 is going to beat Blues Team 3. So in this case, Ivy all the way. Alright, now we have Inigo Montoya versus Dorkanel. We'll do the same thing. We'll take a look. Where is everyone's Team's 1s? Dorkanel's Team 1 is fighting in the second spot. Inigo Montoya's best team is fighting in the third. Now, this is interesting. So it looks like on the bottom, that's the best chance Inigo Montoya has to get a win over Dorkanel. And in the second match here, you can see clearly Dorkanel is going to take that. So it really comes down to right here. On paper, Inigo Montoya should win, but Dorkanel is a much stronger player. And even though Inigo Montoya's Team 1 is going up against his Team 2, I see the new champion there. I see the last 2 new Guardians in there. I'm giving it to Dorkanel. There is a chance he can get upset, but I highly doubt it. His account is just too stacked. And now we have Legends versus Zix. Again, we open it up. We take a look. We look for where are the Team 1. And Legends Team 1 is fighting Zix's Team 2. It's actually a good sign for Legend, but again, Zix is a very difficult account to beat. He has all the sprites, he has tons of great runes, and in the second match, Zix is going to take that hands down. So, we look at the third, and that's also going to probably go in Zix's favor, as he is the bigger account, and his Team 2, I think that's his Team 2, should easily defeat Legends Team 3, and it looks like he's going to clearly win the second match with no problems. So I'm going to have to pick Zix again. If you disagree with me, feel free to Throw some shade my way in the comments. Win, lose, or draw. It's all good. Now we have Aurora versus Asylum Amira. Now she's a strong player, but Aurora is top of the food chain here. And look at Team 2 versus Team 2. You know, Aurora's going to take that. Her Team 3 is fighting Amira's Team 1. There is a chance she might take that one. But clearly, you know, Aurora has the third round. Yeah, so we'll give this to Aurora. And the final two matches, we have Pound Town versus Allie Dan. Allie Dan, the underdog, going up against someone who's kind of blown. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Allie. Looks like with this new champion, Pound Town's got you in that first round. And then he's got, yeah, there's not much to look at here. The size difference is amazing. You know, great job, Ollie. You got far. You got a lot further than most people think you could. You did a great job. And now we have Selena versus Volmon. Without looking, Selena's probably going to take this without any effort. But we'll just take a look anyway and see how everybody lines up. Volman's Team 1 is against Selena's Team 2, which would normally be a good sign for winning. But, again, Selena's account is huge. It's a massive account to defeat. And it looks like this match, you know, if it was anybody else, I would bet on Volum. But I just can't pull the trigger for an upset. Even though this is kind of the matchups you would want if you were Volum. You have his Team 2 fighting her Team 3. His Team 1 fighting her Team 2. And on the bottom, you know, Selena's best team is going up against Volum's weakest team. That's pretty much the best scenario you could have. But again, I don't think his account or her account is strong enough to beat Selena. So my final wager will be on Selena. I wish everybody the best of luck going into this round, and have a nice day.